Okay, morning. So, third video, third question. We're looking at the ways Edmondson and Mohammed present their protagonists, who, as characters who struggle to control their own lives. Okay, so plenty to start thinking about there. Who do you want to write about? Why might you struggle to control your own life? What are the barriers? What does that struggle mean? Is it physical? Is it mental? Always we're thinking about the why, aren't we? And what does control mean? Is it financial control? Is it making independent choices about work or marriage? Is it control over careers? Is it freedom of movement? What I'm trying to model here as well is what you do with an exam question. You know, I think you've so been hammered into you, like, oh, underline the key words in an exam question. All right, but then what? What are you doing with them once you've underlined them? So I've been asking you to think about synonyms and antonyms for these key words. Synonyms, that's probably yeah. What does this word struggle mean? Okay, at any point, are they successful? Yeah, does it work? Do they stop struggling? Do they get control over their own lives? Have we thought about the endings of the texts? What do they show us? These are the big questions I want you to go back and think about. This is what you need to do to engage with the development of a central argument, is thinking, okay, and then protagonists, you know, your main characters, but start to think of characters that kind of keep good company over what they're trying to control. What are the events? What happens to stop this control? So is this part of like a barrier? Are those events accidental or deliberate? What kind of characters do we get? We talked a lot about active and passive characters when we looked at Caroline Duffy coursework. Well, let's see them here. Let's look at those binary oppositions. Context-wise, you obviously are looking at, you know, you've all gone, yeah, and it's because racism, and also racism, and still more racism. Okay. And you're right, you're absolutely right. Completely important. It's the whole reason we're teaching these books, really, isn't it? But like, is it all the same? Is Bernard's racism the same as the lawyer in the courtroom, his racism towards Mahmoud? You know, like, you've got to go for more nuance. You've got to slow down. This coursework is supposed to be a way of showing that you can independently read two books on your own and write about them. And that's not such a big ask, is it, at the end of an A level of literature? Here's some texts. I've read them. Here's what I think about them. If you didn't like the books, yeah, tough. We're going to fake it. We're going to pretend these are the best books that we've ever read, and we're going to really engage with them, okay? So I want you to go back and think about those barriers, what that word struggle means, and is it constant? Like, does Mahmoud struggle to control his own life? I'd say up until the point he comes to Wales, no, he doesn't. All the decisions he makes are really selfish. He's completely in charge, isn't he? Goes travelling where he wants, ignores his mum. You know, she calls him back. He's like, yeah, I'm going. And then it's like, well, I don't have to, actually. Finds out that ticket can take him anywhere. Right? Same with Gilbert. Gilbert's pretty much in charge. He decides to sign up. He decides to leave Jamaica. all right, Hortense helps him, she gives him the fare, but he was going to find a way, wasn't he? So which bit of it is he struggling to control? Which aspect? Let's not go for these, big ideas that are like hitting me over the head with a hammer. Let's have a bit of nuance here, please. Oh, by the way, it's called The Fortune Men, not just Fortune Men.